Yes, I'm Donna Lopez, and this is your channeled message for August 16th through to the 22nd. If you're new to my channel, welcome. Let's see what the energies are going to be. I'm just fiddling around with this beautiful calcite stone I got, gifted. Spirit left it for me on the sidewalk. How wonderful is that? Let's see. It's funny, they're talking like when people go, aren't you glad you like me? Aren't you glad you know me? So there's a lot of humor coming in, but also a lot of creativity and flow with this energy coming forward. So there's going to be more of a joyful kind of you being very happy and liking yourself and feeling like life is working with you and for you. I also hear that some of you are set out new tracks, like you want to get yourself on track, you want to get the track straight, and you are doing that. So you are putting towards application towards being on the right track for whatever it is that you're wanting to do in your life. All right, for a lot of you, they're saying it's time to stop shaming yourself and saying that you're not as intelligent as others or you're not as bright, because they said that, you know, we're all smarter than somebody, all right? And but smart is as smart does, right? So they're just saying have more confidence in what you know, because you're very intuitive and you're very knowledgeable about a lot of things that other people do find interesting. So don't try to stuff your head full of knowledge. All right, try to continue to be that expression of wisdom. Yeah, I see a 4-leaf clover, so there's some good luck coming for some of you. I also feel though that that is a sign and a symbol for that time of year that maybe a loved one transitioned or was born. So the 4-leaf clover is very strong around you, and but also the 4-leaf clover for luck also is there. For a lot of you, I feel as though you've been very dizzy, like, oh, I can't get, you know, like just spinning. So they're saying that to really just get yourself grounded, but also look at your diet and make sure that you're getting the proper nutrients, electrolytes, potassium, things of that nature in your diet. But there's also you being feeding yourself too much, like telling yourself, oh, I got to do this, I got to do that, or just too many thought patterns coming in and just spinning. So you're spinning before your energy, your physical body actually started to spin. All right, so you've got to dial it down and slow down a little bit, get grounded. I want to say go back to basics. You know, if you're the old school before televisions were out or when there was only a little black and white TV, you know, it was mostly fuzz, and we'd work with the rabbit ears to try to get it to tune in correctly and everything. And so I feel like go back to those basics where you took the time to get things clearly, to see things clearly. We weren't in a rush back then because we didn't have, you know, 50 windows open at one time. You know, computers, we can open all these different windows. Well, we do that in our consciousness now. And so they're saying just dial it down and do one thing at a time. Take your time. I also hear a lot about surrendering. Surrender. There's a brother coming in for somebody here, very strong. So that I also felt that they had that 4-leaf clover energy as well. That they transitioned or their birthday was around that time in March. So know that this brother is coming in very strong to work with you and talks to you and is actually kind of leading you forward. I feel that they were tall in stature, and but they're a force to be reckoned with. You know, they watch out for you. So please continue this relationship, although it's different. Continue it because they are very much caring about you and working with you. All right. For some of you, I feel like you're breaking something down that you're wanting to, like, I need to feel it. I need to get down to the basics. Like, what's the material made of? What's the composite of it? So, and this is not, this is because, you know, you want to understand what the material is like at its base structure. I feel like this has to do with whoever this is, and there's could be several people that this is for your studies, that that gives you clarity to understand all the compounds or how the structure works or how it is how it holds its structure together even molecularly. So there's something about that that's very useful to some of you, and that is your nature to whatever it is that you're learning. You want to know every single detail in the core of it. All right, so go for it. Yeah. I hear there's a lot of grace and healing and forgiveness this week. So, grace is such a beautiful thing. If it's ourselves we can't forgive, all of a sudden we don't have a memory of any wrongdoing. And it's same if somebody's done harm to us, we don't have any memory of it anymore. We have no feeling, no connection to it. It doesn't affect us because the grace has come in and cleared it. All right, so there's a lot of this grace that's washing through, a lot of letting go, a lot of surrender, a lot of I don't care. Not as in I don't care to be rude, but I just don't care. And it feels like a great time of just surrender, letting go, and truly seeing yourselves more fully than you had in the past. Like taking time to take a good look at yourself in the mirror and really recognize who you are, all the details, all the good, bad, in between things, everything that makes you you. It's a lot of depth of being that's coming forward for this week. I feel like it has to do with the sun moving into a new energy as well. I think that is the time of maybe coming into Virgo. It's near the end there, so could be something because they're talking about it. It has to do with the sun moving into a new sign, so that's affecting us in that way. But I see like a placid lake, so things seem very calm and very smooth overall. All right, let's see. Elevation. I free myself from fear and trust the universe. I direct my thoughts to the beauty inside and around me. I use my spiritual strengths and knowledge to create light, and I rise above all doubt.